This happened to me recently.
Right.
I was on my way home from the bank when someone suddenly called. When I looked back, I could see a man in his late 40s on the road.
Oh my God.
And he had pretty long, shaggy hair that almost reached his shoulders. Besides that, there were so many small scars on his face, which made me feel really uncomfortable. I asked him if he needed any help, and he asked me for some food because he had a 5-year-old girl who was starving.
Really? 5 years old? Really? A daughter? Really? You having sex? Really? You having any human interactions whatsoever? This right there, you talking to this female right now, is probably the most interaction you have had with a human in a very long time. Because I don't like to judge a book by its cover, but I'm judging a book by its cover. Looking the way you look and the vibes that you're giving off right now, I can see why nobody wants to be associated with you. I would not want to be associated with you. You look clucked. With cluck intentions.
However, it was somehow odd. The way he spoke didn't sound pitiful to me at all. And he was saying it quickly, as if he had memorized the lines. I stared blankly at him for a minute, and then felt anxious. I'm sorry. I have to go now. I left abruptly. Hey! He kept calling from behind me, and then started yelling at me because I didn't turn my head around. I was so scared that I eventually passed my house and ran straight into another alleyway. Because it was especially hot that day, my town was pretty quiet, and that only made things scarier. Now that I think about it, this situation was really creepy. I don't even know where he came from. I didn't hear any footsteps, but when I looked back, the man walked right in front of me, asking for food again.
You got all that.
This incident happened in my neighborhood, maybe 10 years ago. There was a doctor in my town. He was married, but this guy had an affair with a minor he met online.
Oh my God.
Anyway, he went into the motel with a girl one day, like he apparently usually did. But the girl who was in the bathroom washing up didn't come out of the bathroom. When he finally went inside, he found out that the girl accidentally slipped on the wet floor and died because of a concussion. But he couldn't call 911 because he was embarrassed. He had to keep his social status, and he had a wife and family, you know. So...
No, I don't know. Hold on. Nervous. My right nostril is just like killing me right now. But no, I don't know. Because that's crazy as hell. Like, I'm sorry if this is like disgusting, but that is so disturbing and that's creepy. And that's pedophilish because you got a whole job, a very important job, to be honest. I have to sneeze. See, I don't know why I'm sneezing so much. Like before the video started, I was sneezing so much. But you got a whole job, a marriage or soon be marriage, right? Which gotta hope she's at least 18. That's still kind of creepy, but at least she's of age. And you had like a third thing. But it's like, come on, bro. All these other females out here that are well over 21, that got life going good for them. You want a fucking 16-year-old or a minor? I don't know how old he said she was, but then you know what's crazy? Last night, my window was open, right? The blinds was closed, but somebody was on the phone outside, and one of the things that she was talking about on the phone was, you got, I don't know if she said 14 or 17. I think she said 14, which is crazy. But she was like, you got a 14-year-old girl messing with like a 22-year-old guy for some odd reason. I was like, I wanted to say damn so loud. I wanted to be like, damn! That's not funny, but that's either 14 or 17. Either way, he's still messing with a minor. But just 14 just makes it, you're disgusting. Can I just keep this in here? No. Well, yeah, that I am. Wow, I would never understand how people do that.
He began to do something terrible and unbelievable. He dismembered her body and cut her into bite-sized morsels to reduce her volume. He then began to eat her guts and flesh. He cleaned up the bathroom and left the motel with the rest of the corpse stuffed inside his suitcase. He knew he had committed a serious crime. After he left, 2 male staff members started a conversation. The chick yesterday was hot, man. It's a good thing the room she stayed in only has hidden cameras in the bathroom. We can watch that at least.
Why do you have hidden cameras?
One of my friends got married not too long ago. She was living with her husband and mother-in-law, who was the type to nag a lot to her.
Wow.
For your information, my friend used to be a little chubby, and because of it, her mother-in-law scolded her frequently and prevented her from eating food.
What?
It was ridiculous. When I heard that, I met her at a cafe and I could see that she didn't look well. So I asked her what happened, and then she said something really creepy. My friend couldn't hold back her hunger after midnight, so she snuck into the kitchen quietly.
That threw me off. What the grandmother said, or the nana said. She was like, basically, in order for you to lose weight, you cannot eat nothing at all. What? That's death. Really? That's like you saying, if you want to, you can't have sex anymore to bust a nut. Okay. I mean, that's terrible. You can't bust nuts anymore. How you gonna tell that to a guy? Are you serious? 99 or 100% of guys bust nuts on a regular basis. If I'm not busting nuts, I know the person next to me, my neighbor's busting nuts. If he's not busting nuts, somebody else busting. Like I feel like there's a guy in this world. I feel like there's a chain reaction. It was like a guy busting nuts. It's like you ever thought about like when somebody drops some keys on the floor, right? And it's like I feel like that's a whole like chain effect. When like you drop your keys, somebody else drops your keys, somebody in China drops the keys, somebody in India drops their keys, like you drop your keys and it's like a domino effect, like somebody else drops their keys right after. Well, that shit crazy as fuck. How you gonna tell somebody not to eat? You might as well just tell them to go kill themselves. What? The auntie is in cahoots, or the grandmother, I forgot which one she was, but she's in cahoots and she wants that girl dead. I'm convinced.
When she heard her mother-in-law snoring in her sleep, she started eating some of the food in the refrigerator. Suddenly, she felt something was wrong. She felt like someone was watching her, so she turned around and her mother-in-law.
Oh my God. Oh my, look at that shit. Look at that. The way Wansee animated that was creepy as shit. But, you know, when I was feeling somebody's looking at me, I'm not going to be looking back or looking to where that person is looking at me. Like, say, for instance, somebody is behind me, right? Looking at me. And I know this, right? Or I have a strong feeling that somebody's looking at me from like behind. I'm going to just stop what I'm doing. Like if I was in her situation and I'm crouched down eating and I know somebody looking at me from behind, I would have dropped the food, got up, closed the refrigerator, and then walked forward instead of looking behind me. I would have never looked behind me whatsoever. I would have just hauled ass.
I was staring at my friend. Her eyes were raised while she made a snoring sound with her mouth on purpose.
That's it? That was a weird ending. I would like to know more of that story, but, you know, it's okay. First one, she definitely, like, if somebody's calling me, like the first story, if somebody's calling me out, like out and about, like out in the streets, first of all, I don't know nobody out here like that, right? So if you calling me, talking about some, hey, or hey son, hey Mo, I'm not gonna look back. Like, I'm not. Unless, like, you get in my eyesight, I'm not gonna look back. I'm not. So that's what she clucked about. She could have just kept walking. Story number 2, it's just weird and you creepy. And you're a pedophile. You are disgusting. And then what you did, what is that called? Cannibalism? You eating another person? Yeah, I think that's what it is. If it's not, then that's wow. He had a clutch team from the start. But then it's like you go crazier. I mean, you go deeper into that story and realize that the hotel that they were staying at, or wherever they were staying at, was clucking itself. Because what's cluck employees? Because why would you have a camera? Hold on. In the bathroom, in the shower. I mean, it's a good thing that they caught him committing a crime, but at the same time, like, y'all are hella sus for having a camera in the bathroom, in the shower. Like, it's like y'all get one off. Like, Jesus, bruh. And then the last story, cluck that. She's not human. The auntie or the mother-in-law. The mother-in-law is not human whatsoever. I don't give a cluck what you say. How can you tell somebody in order to lose weight, don't eat nothing at all? Bitch, for how long? Because for me personally, if I can't go like 2 hours without eating something. You know what I mean? Like, I have to eat something. You got all that. All these stories is clucked. All of them. And I really don't know which one took the cake. Either the second story or the third story really took the cake. Because that is so, like, messed up. Hey, in order for you to lose weight, do not eat nothing for a week. What? Get the hell out of here, bro. Get the hell out of here. Keep it cold, keep it classy, and I love you. Stay happy, my family.